All right, guys, let's move on to Survivor Series Saturday. We have talked about this before. I mentioned it to Tom. I mentioned it to another phone call I had. Mark has provided us with his Survivor Series, although it would be great to get an updated one from Mark. The community, they want to hear from you. I know you personally might think my story is really not very interesting. Trust me, everybody will find your story to be interesting. We really want you to be the shining star in someone's life and submit your story of survival. Um, or if you're a caregiver, tell us about what it's been like providing care to someone with aortic disease, or if you lost a loved one to aortic disease. We would like to know a little bit about how that looks, because sometimes there's misdiagnosis, underdiagnosis, and it's an educating type of event for us, and it helps us kind of keep our eyes open in case something similar were to happen to us. We get an opportunity to be our best advocate. And there's 3 different ways that you can do this. You can do it in written form. You can do it in pre-recorded video with Josh, or you can go live and then have an opportunity to take questions from the community. But we kind of are looking for your story, your words, but some of the things I'd love for you to hit is the symptoms you were feeling, right? We want to know how was that handled and received from first responders, or the first, if you went to more than one hospital, what'd that look like? Did they take it at face value? Did they ask you about your family medical history? Did they tell you that you have reflux and send you home with gas X? What did this kind of look like? Because we'll probably share your information with Think Aorta US as well, since their goal is to educate first responders and physicians. And if people didn't handle your situation correctly, we want them to learn. And if they did handle it correctly, we want to show them what happens after an event like this goes correctly. Because as Tom shared with me in our conversation, just because you've had aortic disease, it doesn't mean your life is over. You survive being diagnosed, if you survive the anxiety of watching and waiting, or an aortic dissection, we've said this many times before, you are coming into a 2.0 version of yourself. And it's really up to you to make the most of this extremely short but blissful, wonderful life with all of its bumps and twists and turns. Make the most of it for yourself. And we're going to hear more from Tom on that in the future. So we want you to sign up to be featured in our Survivor Series. Someone, Molly or Josh, will be in touch with you to make this happen. We are accepting people still for March, and we are scheduling into April right now. And there's a link for you to do any of the ways that I've mentioned above. So that's Survivor Series Saturday.